Hello, grade 6 students. How are you all doing? Welcome to the science lecture video number 3 for this semester. And in the previous lectures, we were talking about the human body systems, such as the nervous system, the excretory system, and as you can see now, the endocrine system, the male endocrine system and the female endocrine system. Our endocrine system consists of the group of the endocrine glands located in our bodies, such as the pituitary gland found in the brain, the thyroid gland and the parathyroid glands located in your neck, the adrenal glands located on the kidneys, the pancreas, which is a digestive gland, the ovaries and the testicles, which are the sexual human glands. Each endocrine gland performs a special function in the body. The pituitary gland, for example, secretes the growth hormone, so it is involved in the growth process, and it is also the master gland that controls the activities of the other endocrine glands. The thyroid gland controls how speed your body works. The adrenal glands prepare you for emergencies. They release adrenaline in the blood. The pancreas secretes the insulin that controls the amount or the level of the sugar in the blood. And last, we have the female sexual glands and the male sexual glands, the ovaries and the testicles, that release different hormones such as the estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. I looked on the internet for the formula of the insulin and the estrogen. Look, here is the formula for the insulin, and this one is for the estrogen. We notice that the insulin and the estrogen contain both the carbon element, the hydrogen element, and the oxygen element. But what do we mean by element? Don't we know that everything around us is made of matter? What is the link between elements and matter? And what do these symbols stand for? Let's see in the next slide. So today's lesson is about matter, elements, and compounds. Compounds, which are the combination of different elements together. Everything you see, you smell, you touch, everything around you, everything inside you is made of matter, since it is made of things that take space. Let's give some examples. Look at these. We have coins, a diamond, ice, coal. All of these are matters in their solid states. They are solids. They have a definite form and a definite volume. While oil, water, vinegar, juices are liquids, since they do not have a definite volume, but they have a definite mass. Gas bubbles, the helium that we use to blow balloons, are gases. Matter comes in three main states: solid, liquid, and gas. There are more than 100 basic kinds of matter. These kinds of matter are called elements, and elements are simple substances that cannot be separated into simpler substances. They are the building blocks of matter. So, what is the most simple form of matter? It is the element. Elements are pure. They cannot be separated into simpler substances. They are the most simple form of a matter, and they build the matter around us. There are a total of 112 elements known. Some of them are made by scientists. They are artificial, but most of them are found in nature. Most of the elements are solids at the room temperature, and most of them are metals. Let's give some examples of matter before we move to the next slide. Hydrogen, oxygen, iron, copper are all examples of elements. To represent elements, chemists used symbols. What's a symbol? It is a letter or a picture that is used to represent something. So they used the letter H, a capital H, to represent hydrogen. O for oxygen. N for nitrogen. And E for neon. The first letter must be capital, the second one should be a small letter, so NE represents neon. Fe stands for iron, Al for aluminum, Hg for mercury, and C for carbon. Hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and neon are all gases. Iron, aluminum, and mercury are examples of metals. Metals share common characteristics. Metals are all shiny, they are bendable, they are good conductor of heat and electricity. We use them to conduct electricity and heat, and they are malleable. Malleability is a property of metals. It means that a metal can be bent and rolled into sheets. Look at this aluminum roll. Most metals are solids, but we have the mercury used in thermometers that is liquid at the room temperature. So again, most of the elements are metals, but we have like the hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and neon, which are gases. Iron, aluminum, and mercury are examples of metals. Metals are usually, or they are always, solids at the room temperature, but we have an exception right here, which is the mercury, a metal used in thermometers, and it is liquid at the room temperature. Let's talk about this. Can you help me solve this matching game? Let's find the symbols for the following elements. We have different elements: phosphorus, fluorine, calcium, neon, aluminum, and let's start. I will start with calcium, Ca for calcium. The symbol for the iron is Fe. The F stands for fluorine, Sn for tin, Al for aluminum, Ne for neon, P for phosphorus, Cr for chromium. Brilliant! Thank you! All elements, the artificial and the natural ones, are classified in a periodic table. In this game, we will identify the symbols of some elements. For example, iron. Where is the symbol of the iron? Fe stands for iron. O stands for oxygen. Ag for silver. Here is the periodic table with the different symbols of elements in it. But do you want to listen to a song about the periodic table and the elements in it? Let's go.
The elements of the periodic table.
There's hydrogen and helium, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon everywhere, nitrogen all through the air with oxygen so you can breathe, and fluorine for your pretty teeth, neon to light up the signs, sodium for salty times,
magnesium,
aluminium, silicon,
phosphorus,
then sulfur, chlorine, and argon,
potassium,
and calcium so you'll grow strong,
scandium,
titanium, vanadium, and chromium, and manganese. This is the periodic table, noble gases stable, halogens and alkali react aggressively. Each period will see new outer shells while electrons are added, moving to the right. Iron is the 26th, then cobalt, nickel coins you get. Copper, zinc, and gallium, germanium, and arsenic. Selenium and bromine film, while krypton helps light up your room. Rubidium and strontium, then yttrium, zirconium.
Niobium,
Molybdenum, technetium,
ruthenium,
rhodium, palladium,
silverware,
then cadmium and indium.
tin cans,
Antimony, then tellurium, and iodine, and xenon, and then cesium, and barium is 56, and this is where the table splits, where lanthanides have just begun. Lanthanum, cerium, and praseodymium. Neodymium's next to promethium, then 62. Samarium, europium, gadolinium, and terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, lutetium. Hafnium, tantalum, tungsten, then we're on to rhenium, osmium, and iridium. Platinum, gold to make you rich till you grow old. Mercury to tell you when it's really cold.
thallium,
And lead, the bismuth for your tummy.
polonium,
Astatine would not be yummy.
radon,
Francium will last a little time.
radium,
Then actinize at 89. This is the periodic table. Noble gas is stable. Halogens and alkali react aggressively. Each period will see new outer shells will electrons are to the right. Actinium, thorium, protactinium, uranium, neptunium, plutonium, americium, curium, berkelium, californium, isonium, fermium, indolium, nobelium, lawrencium, rutherfordium, wm, sprigium, boreum, hesium, meitnerium, dubsidium, rucenium, copernicium, nihonium, flerovium, moscovium, livermorium, tennessine, and organesson. And then we're done.
These coins are made out of bronze. Is bronze an element? Let's see. To get the bronze substance, you need to combine copper and tin. Cu is the symbol for copper and Sn for tin. When you combine these two metals, you will get bronze. So, bronze isn't a simple substance. It can be separated into copper and tin, right? So that's what we call a compound. A compound is a substance formed when two or more elements are chemically joined. The copper joins the tin to build bronze, to make bronze. And now the formula for the bronze is CuSN. You put the symbol for the copper and the symbol for the tin to make or to write the symbol for the bronze since it is a compound. Okay? Cu for copper, Sn for tin. CuSN is the symbol of bronze. It is a compound and not a simple element. This is salt. Salt is also an example of compounds. Why is that? Because salt is made of two elements, sodium and chloride. And A for sodium, Cl for chloride. So when you mix, when sodium combines or joins chloride, we will get salt with the formula NaCl. The formula of the salt shows that this is a compound and not a simple element. It is made of two different elements, the sodium right here and the chloride. Sugar. Sugar is also a compound. Why is that? Because it consists of hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. The items in the pictures are made of calcium carbonate. What's calcium carbonate? CaCO3. The formula of the calcium carbonate tells that this compound contains calcium, carbon, and 3 atoms of oxygen. This is the calcium carbonate. Another compound that you probably have seen is rust. Rust forms when objects made of iron are exposed to humidity, to water. When oxygen mix or combines with some of the iron particles, rust is formed. So iron with oxygen make rust. This is a compound. Fruits and vegetables contain organic compounds. These compounds are responsible for the way the fruit or vegetable smells, tastes, or looks, the color of this fruit or vegetable. Medicines also contain many compounds and they help in fighting diseases. And the end. Look around you. Everything is made of matter, isn't it? Matter makes up everything around us and inside us also. Matter comes in 3 different states: solid, liquid, and gas. Elements are the building blocks, the building elements of matter, and there are more than 100 kinds of different elements. Some examples of elements are hydrogen, and don't forget that scientists used symbols to represent elements. They used the letter H for hydrogen, O stands for oxygen, N for nitrogen, and E for neon. When the symbol is made of 2 letters, you should write the first one in a capital way and the second one as a small letter. Fe for iron, Al for aluminum, Hg for mercury, C for carbon, He for helium, Ag for silver, F for fluorine, Ca for calcium, Cl for chloride, Cu for copper, Sn for tin. All of these are elements. They are simple substances that cannot be separated into more simple substances. Okay? When you combine or when 2 or more elements are chemically joined, we will have compounds. So compounds are made of 2 or more elements, as we saw in the beginning. The insulin is a compound, the estrogen is a compound, the calcium carbonate is also a compound. Fruits, vegetables, medicines are made of compounds, salt, sugar. So around us we have things made of matter. A matter can be an element or a compound. If you still have any questions about the lesson, I will be happy to answer them all. Bye bye.